So yesterday I made a video called I visited the islands of a level 100 player. In the video, this guy has insane islands. Look at it. There's so many rare world boxes, there's so many wordos, so much dipsters, a bunch of crazy stuff. And you might see that and think, you must need a bunch of diamonds to get to level 100. But that's actually not true because I'm on my Steam account right now and you can see right here that on this account, I also have a friend that's level 100. Only one out of 200 pages of friends, only one friend is level 100. That just shows how rare it is to get to level 100. This guy, his name is PWN. I don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced, or maybe it's just supposed to be said PWN. But we're going to go check out his islands because they are very, very different from what we saw yesterday in Sugarbrush's islands. Let's go right on to Plant Island and see what I mean. So you can see, this is full of a lot of monsters, a lot of good monsters for coin production, of course, because coins are literally the way to get XP. You can make food or buy decorations, but both need coins as the main source of income for translating to XP, and XP is obviously how you level up. So we have a bunch of Ent Brats which are easy to get. Rare Ent Brats harder to get, and Epic Ent Brats a little harder to get. But this just takes some patience. It doesn't take an incredible amount of diamonds, and it doesn't take anything other crazy, like feeding all the 70 dipsters to level 20, each of them, which would cost so much food, it would be crazy. He does have his dipsters to level 20, but he doesn't have 70 of them. He only has 7, so that makes a lot more sense. It's a lot more manageable. He also does not have every single one of his monsters. All these Ent Brats, he doesn't have them all to level 20, like Sugarbrush did yesterday, which was probably, like I said in that video, the hardest and most impressive thing. Now, don't get me wrong, this guy does certainly have some crazy islands, but for the most part, he's a lot of islands that are more easily obtainable, and seeing these makes me really want to try to go for level 100, seeing that you don't need to have those crazy rare well boxes. But this guy definitely does have some islands like that, like I just said. Like, look at this. I guess this guy really likes the Cold Island Wordos. Probably the only person I've ever seen that really likes the Cold Island Wordos. But you can see a lot of Magpies, a lot of Talkers, an insane amount. These guys are incredibly efficient. They cost a lot of relics, but when there's a sale going on, they're only 50 each, which is a lot, but it's not that much. For what they are, it's worth it. They're small, they're a 2x2 grid, and they make a crazy amount of coins. Let's go check out some of the other islands, because I've only checked out, like, Mirror Plant, and Mirror Cold. I haven't even checked out Regular Cold. What does Regular Cold look like? Look at that. Like I said, most of his islands, it looks like, are just going to be those things that are kind of difficult to get, but it just requires patience and, like, dedication. It doesn't cost an insane amount of other stuff, and you can get a lot of diamonds by just playing the game, obviously. And so I guess those things do come with patience as well, but seeing a lot of Rebel Box and stuff scares people, and it's like, that'll never be that good. But you can, like, look at this. This is just a lot of shell beats. You just got to be patient with those. Double breeding structure, double nursery. You can get them very, very quickly, especially if you have regular and a rare. On Plant Island and Cold Island, it looks like he had a lot of rare quads and as well some epic quads. But on here, it looks like mostly regular. Some rares and a little bit of epics, but for the most part, we don't have that. Let's go check out Earth Island. I like this guy's islands. Has a lot of variety. And looks like on Earth Island, I have pretty much the same thing. But speaking of variety, let's, just like we did yesterday, go check out some of these guys' islands that aren't following the same format as the natural and mirror islands, alright? Let's go compare those to something like Ethereal Island, where it's not necessarily all about coin farming. It's about shard farming, I mean, if you want it to be. And it looks like that's exactly what this guy wants it to be, because that is a lot of epic Ethereals. Epic single element Ethereals are the best and most efficient way of getting shards. That's why this guy has so many of them, especially Rebro and Humbug. I believe those are the two best, but he has all of them. Literally all of them, which is incredible. I can't imagine how many times he spent to get those, or how long he's been breeding over and over and over again to get all those. But I bet it's worth it because he makes a lot of shards. And if he has a lot of shards on there, I'm assuming he's also maxed out his magical sanctum. Let's go check out to see if we're right. And I am right. Look at that. So many rare single element monsters, which is an incredibly efficient way of getting shards on magical sanctum. The single elements is the way to go for shard farming on all islands that make shards, including our Ethereal Island and Magical Sanctum, like we just said. Let's check out Mythical Island. I'm curious to see what this is going to be like. That's a lot of trophies. It looks like this guy really grinds the Colosseum, because that is a lot of trophies. This guy probably plays the game a lot. He's very good at my singing monsters, so I aspire to be this good one day, maybe. But let's check out some of the other ones. What is even Celestial? I forgot to check the Sugarbrush's Celestial yesterday. It looks like he's gotten a lot, but not powered many of them up, or any of them up yet. Let's check Wobbling though and see what we got here. Zenith Farm, nice. Unfortunately, Zenith Farms were killed recently, so that's probably not the most efficient thing. Let's check out Gold Island, and then that's going to be the last one we check out for today. Alright, just a lot of epic ant brats, regular ant brats, and rare ant brats. But you do have a giant rare wall box there. Or it's not giant. I don't know why I said giant, but you have a rare wall box. Very difficult to get. Congrats on that. Let's check out Amber Island. I know I said Gold Island would be the last one, but we're going to check out Amber really quick. And once again, more Coliseum trophies and a lot of monsters. Very impressive. This guy is very good at messing with monsters. If you are the person in this video, comment down below your friend code and stuff, and I'll pin your comment if I see it, just like I did to Sugar Bush yesterday. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.